Hello everyone and welcome to the new lesson. I'm sure you are getting a little confident in your paints and in your brush strokes. So in today's lesson, I will be showing you how you can paint abstract as well as a little bit of realistic approach to paint this wolf. It's a baby wolf. I already sketched it through the template before I start recording the video, so we can directly dive into the painting part. In today's lesson, I will be using very limited color palette, which will be the shade of ochre brown, blue, white, and black. You can change the colors if you want, and but keep white and black with you so you can create the value of color. We will start with a wet on wet technique. So I will be adding the paint. I will be adding the water at the background, and I already have some paint from the previous, so I will just moist them, add some water in it, and if I need more paint I will definitely take more color. But first I will try to use all the natural, like a nude tones of browns and ochre to create my first layer of the painting. So you can choose your own color, follow the same technique how we start from lesson 1 till now. We will go with the same approach, adding lots of water and adding few drops of color to add the first layer, and then we will gradually increase the values of color. So you will see this step in time lapse, and then I will meet you in the next step. Now I have added all the wet on wet technique, and I need to wait for the layers to get dry. While I'm waiting, I'm going to add some strokes of black and gray to my ground to create like a river effect and give a little abstract. So I will press the brush. I'm going to take my spray bottle, lift the paper and just spray to create that abstract drips, and just put it back. Let it dry on its own, and then we will see where we will be creating the rocks, and if we want to make a very defined water waves or ripples. If not, then we will see. So try to plan or try to just go with the flow, and if you have some references more than this, if you want to search for wolf paintings or wolf real life and see how the wolves are sitting in different scenes. Now the paper is still damp, and I will start with my gray values to create a little bit my directions wherever I feel to add dark color. And this step is definitely recommended when the paper is not completely dry, so it will not look like a solid lines. You can always follow your reference picture you have, and you can follow from there. In the corners we will try to go with slight flicks. Don't worry about this in the starting, it will look weird. I know that how students say that, oh, we don't like our work, or this is not exactly like what you are making. So give some time. With practice and with time, you will be able to achieve this result. And the video lessons, the recorded lessons is always good for you. You can always replay them, pause them, go back again to the previous step and see the step. Just to create a little bit like a hair effect, I will be creating this holding my brush upright position and just adding some uneven lines to the corner. The same thing, this area I will press a bit more, and then this will be just try to under the chin area more dark. So you need to visualize that how he, like what is his sitting position. These are two hands which is in front. This will be the back of the body. This is also the back of the body. We will be bringing some bushes in front, so don't worry about this. And I think now I need to wait. I'll clean my brush. I'll just add some water to keep the edges soft. Just to keep my edges soft. And if the color went out of the lines, just add some water and clean it with the tissue. Now I need this paper to be completely dry so I can work on the next layer. Now first I will start with the head, so I'm going to start with my ears and then I will come to the eyes and then I will complete with the face. So for this you need to use a small brush, any small brush you have. And I will start with the same colors, brown. I will take some opaque, like I don't want a very diluted paint. So I am going to take some paint directly from the tube. Start adding some colors. And then take some black. Here I'm giving a nice outlining to the black. Small flicks please, and clean your brush. Add some lighter value of gray by adding some water on it so the color will blend. The hair effect we will add later on with the white gouache in opaque consistency. Let me do the close-up for this. Little flicks. Leave a little space. And then clean your brush quickly. Take the just damp and spread this to create the value gray color. Again a little tiny dot of black to give a very fine outlining effect. Now for the head, I want you to just create these flicks upward. And now we will start by adding some flicks in the head also. Just very fine. Now you can notice that I did not take any paint, so whatever color was there, I'm just trying to spread that in small flicking effect. Flicking means we are just adding the color in this way, just going slowly in this. Now at this point I was using gray color. Now I'm trying to add a little bit of ochre, which is very diluted. Like you can't, if you see my palette, you will be able to notice that it's completely diluted paint. So just use the diluted paint and add those above the eye. is some blue paint with me, so I will just, oh, it's too much. I'll just add some flicks around. I can add some dots of blue also on the head, but it's completely your choice. Watercolor or gouache working as a watercolor style. The reason of choosing gouache paint is you can do this technique with only watercolor. If you want to do it with watercolor, you can do this technique with acrylic paint, but choosing gouache for this course is that I don't need to use so many mediums together. I want to take one medium which I can use it as a transparent effect, and I can give an opaque effect also. Now taking the gray color again. More solid, dark around the eyes. You can fill the same color inside the eyes also. We will work on the eye later on. The same color you can fill inside the nose. Just try to give some flicks. The first layer is dry and I'm adding more flicks on the head. Small. Now I need an ochre color, which I will be adding around the nose and taking water and blend it. Once this layer will get dry, I will add more flicks on top of it, but not now. Need to wait for this to dry. The head itself will take some time for you to practice. If you want, you can work in a small portion, like you can first practice for how to paint the head, and then you can combine the head with the body. Still, if you will notice, I'm just working with the gray tones. I still did not use a solid black. I will be using, but in the end. The reason, so I can, working with gray will help me if I will make any mistake, or if the color I don't like, I can change it. But a solid black, I will not be able to change. I will just add more blacks because I need to wait for this area to dry. So I will add some flicks at the neck area and add some more color to the body while I'm waiting for the face to get dry. Push this up. Take the medium-sized brush to spread the water. And take the tissue, just remove some excess color to keep the highlighted area. I will wait. I'm gonna wait more and then I will do it. If you have the hair dryer, you can definitely use the dryer. For this layer, I will not be using the dryer because I don't have right now. So I have to go to the other room to get it. So I'll just wait for this to dry. So while I'm adding more colors and a little bit flick, I will be making a time lapse of this and we'll see you in the next step. Now let's start working on the eyes and the nose, and then we will do more flicks and complete the face in this step. So for the eyes, I will take a medium consistency black. I think first I'll go with ochre and black together to make it like a brown shade. First I'm gonna add it as a lot of water. I need to make sure that I'm using a nice thick consistency because it's a very small area. First cover it with the dark brown color, or if you want to change the color of the eyes, green, blue, that's completely your choice. I'm taking the black and adding the center dot, just a small dot, both the sides. You can do this step with a black fine pen if you have. You will see it pops when I will add the white later on. Okay, this is quite thick right now, so I will be using some opaque gouache on top of it, so don't worry. If in case you are making any mistake, just go with the flow and you can cover it with the opaque paint. Now here's some flicks to create the effect of the hair. Small flicks going in upward direction. Now again, small flicks, but it's too dark. Now can you see the round, the way I'm trying to give the shape of the nose area? Coming from the right, coming towards the nose, from the left, coming towards the nose. And leaving a little highlighted area in the center. Very slowly now I'm adding black, like a darker color, and ochre, and giving some feather effect, like small. I'm just gonna put this camera a little up. Just a simple water, dilute the color, because I don't like this very dark color above his eyes, so I just added some water with blue to make it look like more dissolve. Here I'm adding some flicks, few more, giving some dark values. This also again increasing the values of color. So when the white highlights I will add, it will look more towards the realistic approach. All small flicks. This lesson is all about adding flicks and dry brush. After the wet on wet, all you need to do the bringing the hair effect more strong by adding the flicks in it. Okay, I think this looks okay. I need to start working with white. I can see the final look of my face. So I have made this area with a slightly curved direction to make the nose more prominent. This area is going towards the side. Now this is a white gouache. I will be using the completely opaque effect. So under the eyes, above the eyes. Let me just show you the close-up. And then again the other side. Just trying to give a little bit more extra shape with the white and adding some whites in this area. Now you can see the moment I'm adding the white color, the face is coming more towards the realism. Some flicks. And this area will also go with lots of white. And here there is some white. Just blend this part with water. Clean your brush and blend this area with water. So because it's a gouache, it will blend like a watercolor effect. And give some small flicks while you are blending. Small flicks. Perfect. So I think I need to fix this side of the eyes, or it looks okay. You know, when you are painting for yourself without recording the video, your approach is slightly different, because then you go according to your own understanding. But when I know that I'm teaching someone, so I'm taking each and every step with a very careful way, that my instructions should be very clear for the students to understand, and also very easy. Because if you're in the studio, I can definitely show you again and again. But when you are working as a self-paced online course, so then you need to do everything on your own. You can always email me, message me, and ask wherever you feel that you are not able to catch the step, and I will see where I can help you. This one I'm trying to make it like a gray color above the nose, and then I will take more black, just like a very opaque black. Perfect. Once this will get dry, then I'm going to add white highlights on top of it. The whiskers and the dots, I think I can do it now. Just few stipples means dots. Just very few. And then we need some black. Like, we technically don't need exact black color because we want to make the neck area darker, so then automatically the face will pop. So with the help of black and the small brush, you just try to do the flicks, and automatically you will notice that your face will pop up. Okay, I will zoom out this step and then I will show you how I'm gonna complete my body, and then I will see if I need to do more work on the face. Okay, so now I will take I'll take the medium-sized brush. Oh, this is too much. Just quickly take the tissue and now just go with small flicks, as small as you can, and then take the tissue and just dab some extra colors. The same thing, brown and ochre flicks. You can simply use black color with ochre to make the darker tone, darker shade, and then create some flicks. Now this part, and dab some extra. Take the small brush now, and with the help of small brush, less paint, just going to add some flicks. You follow the direction, follow the reference picture, and wherever you can see the flicks, please add the flicks according to your own understanding and by following the steps. This area needs to be darker. The moment you feel that the color looks really dark, quickly take the tissue and dab it. Add the color, dab it to give like a very soft look in your watercolor or in your gouache. And here you notice I did not do anything here. I'm just trying to take more black to the corner, so this leg will pop up. And I'm adding the black, removing the paint. Same thing, I need to do it here also. Need to bring the flicks down, out a little, not too much, and then dab, then flicks, flick, and dab. So repeat this step 2-3 times. I'm constantly adding, like all the time. Whenever I do something, then I go back again to my under the neck area, like the chin, to create that darker values. Again, water, dab it. I think it's good. I just need to give a little more highlight in the face, especially the head area. So I will just try to take some water and lift up some color. Lift up means when you will add some water and trying to remove the color from that area. Sometimes you are able to do that, sometimes you are not. If not, then we can add more white. So here I'm trying to lift up the color. You can see the nose. I need to put more white, like more highlighted area. So I'm removing the paint with a clean brush. And dab. Yes, that's better. Taking the white paint again. There should be more white above his eyes, here, here, and even the nose. So I need to increase something here. I feel that his head looks really small from here. Maybe just try to get some more ochre towards the sides. No, it doesn't work. It's fine. I think he has a little skinny face. So let's try to work on your ground, and then we will see if we want to add some more dry brush effect technique, or maybe some. So this is just the black paint using the same brush stroke. And flick up. It's quite thick, but I will work again on this. Now here I'm taking some blue color and adding lots of blue. Mix with black color. And again, one more time. I will do this spray technique. Now I need to wait for this to completely get dry, then I will work on this area. Now here I'm taking some blue color first, and I decided I will give some rock effect. But before that, I am going to add the So here I'm adding some blue color before I'll add the rocks and the dry bushes. Just ripples and ripples. It's a very similar technique what we have done in the previous lesson of panda. And some of you can add it as a reflection effect and move your brush in a vertical direction. I should take some green also. That's it. I'll wait for this to dry again and then we will do the next step. With a small brush and black color, you will start by adding some rocks. And one side of the rock will be light and one side of the rock will be dark. So I will just add the darker ones first, and then I'm going to apply some lighter value. Just like opaque, you take some gouache and add some white on top of it. You take some gouache and apply on the wet, so it will give you small like a rectangles, flat rectangles in which you can create the effect look like a rocks. That he's standing behind the rocks. I know we should show some reflection also. I did not show the reflection, but I'll see what I will do. Somewhere just simple gray color will give you the effect, but somewhere you definitely need to use a opaque black, like without any dilution, like any water mixing. You use the black paint. So I'll just keep doing this and you can enjoy the music, play with your background, play with your colors, whatever you want to create you can add it. And I hope you enjoy this lesson and see you in the next lesson. जी अब क्या हो गया? छाप है. कौन? Before I'll end up this video, last not the least, splatters, which will give a nice whimsical effect to the painting. I'm doing it a little bit on the wet surface, so it will dissolve and it will give you a nice blended look. More I'm adding in the ground, but I will add some on the wolf also. You can cover the face if you don't want any splatters to be on the face. I like splatters all over. And I hope you enjoy the lesson. See you in the next lesson.